So I welcome all the students today for the Edu Series session. It is our 10th session, and I'm glad that all of you students have been with your uh, for all of the 10 sessions, and I've been benefiting from this wonderful series. So it's my pleasure to welcome all of you on behalf of both AFST and Chamber. And I would like to request Dr. Engineer Ashish Dhabade, sir, a professor from D.Y. Patil Institute. Sir is also an honored LEC member of the AFSTI Mumbai chapter. To please introduce AFSTI Mumbai chapter and CSMB and welcome our guest speaker for today. Over to you, sir.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, Samiksha. So, good morning, all of you, my distinguished guests, esteemed colleagues, and member of AFST Mumbai chapter for today's session. It is an honor to stand before you today to speak about the chapter, Mumbai chapter, that represent one of the most vibrant and dynamic communities in the field of food science and technology, the AFST Mumbai chapter. The AFSTA, as many of you know, has been the platform in the advance to the cause of food science and technology and collaborations in India, with over 6 decades of the dedication to research, innovation, industry collaboration, and many more. AFSTA has served as a platform for the exchange of knowledge, ideas, and best practices across the spectrum of food related science and technology. The Mumbai chapter, in the particular, is a renowned for the commitment to the excellence, innovation, and leadership in this field. Um, uh, Samiksha, can next slide, please. Yeah, the AFSTA Mumbai chapter we are into the professional development, networking, providing seed funding and seed ideas to startups, MSME, poster presentation, competitions. We also into the learning and mentorship so that students and those really need mentorship, we provide the mentorship to them, academic guidance about program, and many more we arrange in Mumbai area. That is the AFST Mumbai chapter we do time to time. Next slide, please. Yeah, I think all of the food technologists here must heard about IFCON and IFCOS. These are the most reputed conferences in India. The AFSTI always provide the platform with these conferences to the uh, food techies and food tech communities. We also into the regulatory summits to share the industrial issues and get ideas and provide the ideas to the regulatory bodies, and this is the another platform we serve. We also partner with the Phi High, Annapurna, US Chickpea Council, US SAC, and dairy and others. And nutritional weeks we also celebrate or and participates into the arrange the nutritional weeks, World Food Day, Food Safety Day kind of programs to encourage the students for networking and their intellectual stabilities. Next slide, please. So today we are with Dr. Nagamaniammai, madam. It's my pleasure to introduce our distinguished speaker. She is an associate professor in the Department of Food Process Engineering at SRM Institute. Uh, just next slide, please. Next slide.
I think there's a network lag. You can continue with the introduction.
Okay, okay. So student can see the profile, her profile. Okay, she is an assistant professor at the Department of Food Process Engineering at SRM Institute of Science, Tamil Nadu. With over 20 years of experience, Dr. Nagamaniammai has been impressive background that spans both industry and academia. Her expertise includes 6 years in the quality assurance, industrial quality assurance, and research and development within the food industry, as well as she served 14 years dedicated to academic research. So she has both experiences like academic as well as industrial experience. I think it's very interesting profile for all of you students to share your doubts and ask your things to her and take advantage of this session. She holds a PhD in the food process engineering, focusing on the development and optimization nutraceutical functional foods from Amla. Dr. Nagamai has contributed to the field of 7 patents, over 30 international journal publication, and total 49 presentation national and international conferences. Madam has R&D efforts have led the commercialization of 170 products and the establishment of multiple research kitchen and pilot plants in the industry. In addition to her academic and research contributions, she has played a key role in the industry collaborations, guiding numerous BTech, MTech, and PhD students. You can see in the this presentation file, guiding numerous BTech, MTech, and PhD students. And also, she has a certified as a ISO FSSC 2018 lead auditor. I hope all of you students you understand what is meant by lead auditor. Her she has include also she has 6 prestigious awards and 21 honors underscoring her contribution to the food technology and process engineering. Please join me and welcome Dr. Madam, and I request you to start interesting subject, that is a designer food development for specific group of people. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Over to you.
Thank you. Thank you so much for nice introduction. Also, I express my thanks to Nilesh Leela sir and other members, AFST Mumbai chapter, for giving me this opportunity. Let me start my presentation. Okay. I hope you could see my slides.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah,
They are visible.
it is visible. Thank you. Thank you. Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am. Clearly.
Yeah, thank you. I take this opportunity to welcome all of you for this exclusive session on designer food development for a specific group of people, which has been organized by AFSTI Mumbai chapter along with Food Tech Sphere team and other associations. Thanks a lot for this opportunity. I would like to express my thanks to SRM Institute of Science and Technology for permitting me to deliver this lecture. Let us move to introduction. I hope many will be knowing what is designer food. Designer foods are specially developed foods tailored to meet specific health needs or enhance nutritional profile. Is that the designer food same with the fortified food or functional food? Of course, it is. They have the synonyms of each other. Designer food as well as the functional food as well as fortified food are synonyms with each other. So let us explore more on to designer food. Designer food is the term introduced by National Cancer Institute, refer to processed foods that are enriched, fortified, or tailored with natural ingredients, rich in disease-preventing substances, offering health benefits beyond essential nutrients like vitamins and minerals. This is the definition coined by National Cancer Institute for designer food. These foods are scientifically formulated to include components that work individually or synergetically to meet energy needs while providing protective, preventive, and potentially curative effects. So, what is designer food? What is the difference between regular food product development and designer food product development? Regular food product development, we will give more focus on customers' requirement, customer satisfactions with respect to sensory attributes and other attributes. Whereas when it comes to designer foods, we have to focus on the health benefits, what a customer is looking for. Whereas in regular food, the customer requirement will be to fulfill their hunger food, okay, with minimal satisfaction, sensorial satisfactions. Whereas designer food should meet certain health benefits. So when it comes to health benefits, we have to do it in a more scientific and research oriented approach, whereby the end product, designer food will meet the requirement. That is the mild difference between regular product development and designer food product development. Excuse me. It is one of the best approach to reduce the micronutrient deficiency in developing countries, effectively reaching entire population through public and private partnership. You may be knowing that this designer food is even penetrated into in India through Government of India. The fortified commodities which is being supplied by Government of India, right? A prime example is iodized salt, which has been widely adopted and successfully eliminated iodine deficiency and its associated disorders. What is designer food? As we have, as just I told, there is a slight difference between developing a regular food product and designer food product. Designer food product has to meet bridge the gap between a traditional gap between food and drug, right? The designer food will deliver the benefits beyond sustenance. Also, it offers customers the opportunity to care for their own health. Excuse me. It will increase the variety of foods to source the required nutrients. Overall, the design food is like it needs to deliver just beyond the food. Okay, there should be one or more health benefits. You could see so many such products available in the market. There are certain regulatory aspects. I am not going in detail about the regulatory aspects and how to get the approval for designer food marketing and all. I am going only with the technical aspects for designer food product development. Okay. The next slide is about the relationship between designer food, disease susceptibility, and disease risk. Okay, what is designer food? If you are started taking designer food, what will happen in our system, right? Whenever we are designing or formulating, developing any designer food, we have to look into whom we are giving, what is their requirement, are they having a good health, is there any health risk associated with the particular customer. We have to look into all the aspects before designing a food for a specific group of people. Okay, what is this? The thing is, if you are designing a product, first we need to know what are all the available, what should be the available dosage for a specific group of people. Okay, we have given a specific dosage. Say for example, iodine. We have given the iodized salt. Is that all 1.4 million people in the billion people in the India could get the same iodine? No, it may not be possible, because the metabolism and the biological effectiveness inside the system for individuals will be different, right? So we have to ensure that whom we are giving and how it is being delivered to individual person. That is the aspect which will leads to the susceptibility, also the sustenance of this particular designer food. It is not that today I have developed a designer food for this people, I would work only with the same formulation. It may not be possible, because the same person may come out with some other issues, and they may not able to observe the get benefit out of the intended nutrients or intended bioactive substance what you are aiming to deliver through the designer food. So the biological effects, also it may be the cognitive and metabolic physical activity, that also plays major role in the absorption of a specific dose, which in turn will alter the structure or function of the particular person or their activity related to the designer food. The one more factor is disease risk. If you are developing a product for sorry, immune booster, the product which will improve the immune system. The immunity of individual person depends on various factors, their previous history of diseases, and the current lifestyle, and their consumption pattern, what are all the food they are taking. All these are to be get into the thought process before designing a food. It is not that I have developed one product, the same could be given throughout. The designer foods are tailored with bioactive compounds to address specific health issues, such as omega-3 enriched foods for heart diseases in the elderly, or fortified cereals for anemia in children, helping prevent and control diseases like cardiovascular diseases, diabetics, and cancer. Okay. What is the global regulatory status on designer food products? This is the only one slide I am going to dedicate for regulatory aspects. Many countries, including USA, Canada, EU, China, India, and Japan, have strict food regulations. Japan uniquely has a specific process for designer foods called foods for specific health use. Foods for specific health use, which is regulated by the Ministry of Health, Labor and Welfare. They have approximately 100 food for specific health use products being licensed by Japan, and they are commercialized. Whereas when it comes to India, India's food regulation framework, Food Safety and Standard Authority, have given regulation during 2016 for health supplements, nutraceuticals, foods for special dietary use, food for special medical purpose, functional foods, and novel foods. Even in India, we have regulations, but still the fine-tuning is going on. Also, the claims are a very important aspect, which the regulatory aspect is looking into. The label claim or declaration what we are giving with respect to such health products. Still, more deliberations are going on in this particular aspect with respect to India. Okay. The first thing in designer food development is to address malnutrition. What is malnutrition? How it occurs? Malnourishment is because of insufficient nutrients available to the body to function their regular activity. At a due course of time, this malnourishment leads to so many issues. What are all the issues, and how we can overcome the occurrence at a due course of time? The malnourishment could be overcome by providing appropriate nutrients, that is balanced diet. One more aspect is designer food. So what are the classification of malnutrition? Let us have a look at the picture, which has been categorized as undernutrition, overnutrition, MRM, macronutrients related malnutrition. Under nutrition, we have stunting, wasting, underweight. Stunting is lower weight, lower height when compared to their peer. Wasting is lower weight for height. Then underweight is low weight for age. There is a difference between wasting and underweight. Wasting is lower weight for height. Okay, whereas underweight is lower weight for particular age. So another malnutrition related issue is overnutrition. This is one of the predominant issues in many developed countries, even in India. Overweight or obesity, diet-related non-communicable diseases like diabetic, stroke, heart attack, and cancer. These are all due to overnutrition. Then what is the MRM? MRM is micronutrients related malnutrition. This MRM deficiencies and the MRM excess both are in not advisable. Whatever malnutrition related classifications are put in and the slide play key role in designer food development. So please have a look at this malnutrition nutrition classification. When we are developing a product, we can target any specific group. Whether do we need to develop a designer food for stunting or wasting, underweight, overweight, or diet-related non-communicable disease, that is diabetic, or those who are having cancer or cardiovascular diseases, or MRM deficiency, or excess MRM. Whom do we are targeting? That is very important. Excuse me. This is a pictorial representation with respect to malnutrition on children and hunger statistics for last 3 years. That is stunting. This data been obtained from WHO UNICEF. The pictorial representation will give you what is stunting, what is wasting, what is overweight. Then what is the statistics? That is in 2022, there were 2.5 billion overweight adults, including 890 millions with obesity and 390 million who are underweight. That was 2022 statistics. Then globally, at the same time, globally, malnutrition impacts 1 in 9 people are nourished, as per FAO, Food and Agriculture Organization statistics. With respect to India, the hunger in India is 189.2 million people are undernourished, accounting for 14% of population. 14% of Indian populations are undernourished as per 2023 statistics. So this is one of the important statistics which we have to consider when we are looking for developing a designer food. Okay. What is designer food? What will it do? It will address the global health challenges, also will meet the customers' demand for health and wellness. Global health challenges. Major global health challenges are combating malnutrition, nutrition, micronutrient deficiencies, which is also called as hidden hunger. Targeted nutritional solution could be given. This being addressed in Government of India very well. Now we each and every home, those who are getting commodities from the rations, could able to get fortified staples. So that is one of the very good initiative whereby we can slowly reduce this hidden hunger ratio in India. Then managing diet-related non-communicable diseases, which is rising rates of obesity and diabetic. Also, cardiovascular diseases are the major diet-related non-communicable diseases, which could be addressed by this designer food. Also, there is a need and also there is a demand for health and wellness in urban population, which increases the because of increasing awareness among the consumers about health conscious food choices as well as functional foods in the market. Also, there is another one group of people, those who are looking for personalized food, personalized nutrients. There is a huge demand, and many people are working on this, and many startups and many individuals are doing this particular service, personalized nutrition. In personalized nutrition, the tailored diet, like your protein diet, then zero carb diet. There are so many diet plans are there, and it is going on because of increasing awareness of health and wellness among the population. Also, designer food supports the sustainable food systems with respect to the sustainable ingredients, like plant-based alternatives, innovative production techniques also will reduce the food waste. These are all reducing food waste as well as hidden hunger are considered to be, sorry, sustainable development goals. So the designer food also meets certain sustainable development goals. Can any one of you tell me hidden hunger comes under which SDG number? Sustainable development goal? Can share in the chat? Yeah, of course. 2. A new market creation as well as research and development, which may give economic growth and innovation with respect to market creation as well as research and development. Through research and development, we can sell more of designer foods in the market. So, yeah. Now we are going to discuss about one of the important functional substance, functional food substance, one of the ingredient in functional food substance. It is not a single ingredient, a group of compounds. Those are all bioactive substances. What are all different bioactive substances are available? From where we can get those bioactive compounds, their functions as well as prevention and control. The omega-3 fatty acids are considered as one of the bioactive compound obtained from fish. Yes, any clarification needed?
நம்மளோட மியூட்ரா அது நம்ம மீட் பண்றா அவங்க அவங்க பேசிட்டு அவங்க தான் பண்ணுவாங்க.
Can you mute? Yes. Function is anti-inflammatory, support brain and heart health, which will prevent cardiovascular diseases, cognitive decline, as well as depression. Similarly, we have polyphenols, carotenoids, flavonoids, phytosterols. These are all the substances obtained from various sources, from berries, carrots, citrus fruits, cauliflowers, vegetables, and the functions like many have antioxidant activities. Substance like glucose on heart will support the detoxification and anti-carcinogenic effect. Then phytosterols lowers LDL cholesterol, also support heart health. Other than that, we have phytosterols, resveratrols, probiotics, prebiotics, isoflavones, lignans, and anthocyanins. When it comes to functional foods, we will be looking for bioactive compounds. The bioactive compounds, even the live microbes could be considered as bioactive compounds. Probiotics are examples. Prebiotic substances are also present in garlic, onion, banana, and whole grains, which may support gut health by promoting good bacteria. These two are gaining major momentum in designer food development. Other than this other bioactive compounds also plays major role. Again, this gut health is very important, and which support other activities. In recent days, many researchers and research papers reveals that it is the person's IQ and EQ, as well as their cognitive movement, their stress, temper, everything is related to their gut status. If your intestinal tract is in good condition, if it has sufficient gut flora, good microbes in your intestinal tract, whereby you can function effectively. So many are working on this probiotics as well as prebiotics. You may be knowing what is probiotics. Probiotics are live microbes with present in the food, which will be helpful in maintaining the gut microbiota, whereas prebiotics are the compounds or substances present in the food, like fiber, fructo-oligosaccharides and all, which may act as a food for microbes, whereby gut microbes, whereby the growth and number of microbes will be increased in the system, and will be very much beneficial. So this is another one segment. Other than biochemical compounds or substances, these two also plays major role in designer food development. Then we have tannins, curcumins, saponin. These are all other bioactive compounds, which have the sources could be from broccoli, turmeric. Curcumin is one of the bioactive compound, which has a vital role in anti-inflammatory, antioxidant. Also, it supports joint health. So it will act against cancer, cardiovascular disease, as well as joint diseases. Then by leveraging these bioactive compounds, food designers can create products that address specific health concerns, target different population groups, and they help in the prevention and management of various diseases. So far, we have so many bioactive compounds being listed, around 15 bioactive compounds being listed with sources, functions, and their health benefits. So if you are planning to work on designer food development, you can consider what is your target group, which bioactive compounds could be used. Accordingly, you can develop your designer food or functional food. So before going to the next thing, I would like to have small interaction with the participants. Is that can you put your answer in the chat box? Designer food, functional food, and fortified food, are they same? Yes or no? Designer food, fortified food, and functional food are same or different? They are different. Okay. Okay. Good. Can we group them, functional food and fortified food, under designer food? Can we? My next question is, can we group group fortified food and functional food under designer food? Yes. Yes. Thank you. How to formulate designer food? So when you are formulating or developing a designer food, we need to give focus on two aspects. One is food, and another aspect should be the health issue what we are going to address. When you are selecting an ingredient, we have to check whether the ingredients what we are selecting for a particular designer food meets the requirement of the segment of the people or group of people whom we are going to deliver or whom are our customers. Okay, so the role of nutrients and non-nutrients in the food, also the prevention and treatment of the diseases for which we are designing the food. So if we are clear with the food as well as for which disease we are going to address, then we can develop or formulate a designer food. It is very regular and unique process, like regular process. First thing is we have to identify a novel technology. It could be food technology aspect, bioengineering aspect, or biotechnological aspect. Then we can go for after developing a product, we can go for rapid production, product innovation, mass production, then scientific discoveries. When it comes to regular food product development, scientific discoveries may not be very important. Only after novel technology development, rapid production, and mass product innovation and mass production leads to product commercialization. When it comes to designer food, scientific discoveries are very, very important. We have to focus whether after adopting a novel technology, the designer food, whatever we have developed, meets the requirement for a specific group of people. Say, for example, if you are targeting your food for infants. For infants, protein are very important and essential ingredient. Other than that, micronutrients, iron, then calcium are very important and essential. After adopting a novel technology, if your product does not contain protein, calcium, and iron, for example, what to be done? Then if that is the case, you cannot claim that your product meet the specific requirement of intended group of people whom you are targeting. So scientific discoveries, like we have to ensure scientifically, we have to test all the nutrients and also the bioactive compounds what we are expecting at the end product are present in the product or not. Then only we can go for commercialization. That is the major difference between regular new product development and the designer food product development with respect to the product. Also, with respect to the technology development and innovation, there are various aspects. We need to do more research on the group of people, more research on selection of ingredients, more research on the technology what you are going to adopt. We may not use the same drying technology for all the designer food product development. Also, we may not able to go for 3D food printing for all the designer food product development. Each and every designer food requires a specific technology, so that needs to be addressed. What is the role of biotechnology in designer food? Biotechnology plays a crucial role in development of designer food by enabling genetic manipulation in agriculture, leading to the production of functional and therapeutic products from plants and animals. It could be achieved by gene modification or gene modification. Gene technology in plants, genetically modified mustard developed for high beta carotene to address vitamin A deficiency is one of the example. Also, the transgenic technology in dairy, which enhances the casein concentration in milk through gene encoding bovine beta and kappa casein in cows. This is gene modification in the animal and the plant itself. Then designer milk. What is designer milk? Alteration in milk composition. Increased human lactoferrin in cow's milk via transgenic method. Cow's milk via transgenic method. That is one of the designer milk being developed. Then functional dairy products. Biotechnology advancements leads to dairy with improved nutritional profiles and catering the specific dietary needs. we will see some of the products in this category, functional dairy products. Impact of fortification on nutrition deficiency. I am focusing on this particular aspect when compared to other aspects, because my research core research is involved in fortification. Why there is a need for fortification? You all will be very well know the definition for the fortification. Food fortification is defined as the practice of adding vitamins and minerals to commonly consumed foods during processing to increase their nutritional level. It is a proven safe and cost-effective strategy for improving diets and for prevention and control of micronutrient deficiency. That is definition for food fortification. Food fortification addresses hidden hunger. Just now we have discussed a form of malnutrition where individuals lack essential micronutrients despite consuming enough calories. Previously, if you all will be very well know that second goal SDG is zero hunger. Zero hunger is like everybody should get the food, okay? But in the SDG 2, now they have incorporated hidden hunger. Hidden hunger is mainly focusing on the nutrients deficiency. People may get enough food. Say, for example, affordability of different category of food is one of the important factor with respect to hidden hunger. In general, if you consider carbs, carbohydrate-rich food, the cost is comparatively cheaper when protein-rich food. Now, that is why there are more research going on to develop plant-based proteins, whereby to meet the protein requirement for people globally. At the same time, carbohydrate and protein alone may not be sufficient for healthy living and longevity. Vitamins and minerals are also very important. Many times we may not able to get sufficient vitamins and minerals on everyday diet. So at the due course of time, this deficiency leads to major health issues related to deficiencies or disorders because of vitamins and micronutrients deficiencies. So this process helps significantly to reduce the prevalence of nutrients deficiencies such as vitamin A, iodine, iron, and folic acid. Fortified foods can help vulnerable groups, including children, pregnant women, and elderly, who may not meet their nutritional requirements through their regular diet. So fortified food mainly focus on vulnerable groups. Vulnerable groups, you all will be very well know that children, pregnant women, and elderly people, in general, they won't take sufficient nutrients. So this is one of the impact of food fortification. How to do fortification? There is another one term. Biofortification is a key strategy for combating nutrient deficiencies in developing countries. It enhances staple crops nutrients, addressing nutrient deficiencies sustainably. Sorry. Without changing diet. Okay, what they are doing with what are the things happening in biofortification? Plant biotechnology and nutrient enrichment. Biotechnology has significantly contributed to the development of designer grains such as enriched with vitamins, amino acids, and micronutrients. We could get biofortified rice, wheat, maize, cassava, sweet potatoes. Uh, These are all one of the biofortification aspect, plant biotechnology in nutrient enrichment. Then impact of biofortification on nutrient deficiency. It has proven potential in improving iron, zinc, and vitamin A status in low-income population, making it a cost-effective way to address nutrient deficiency. Biofortified maize with improved amino acid balance, grown in several African countries, whereby this nutrient deficiencies will be overcome. Then another one aspect is challenges and public awareness. Here, I would like to say that even in our country also, we have the issue with the public awareness about fortified staples. The rapid advancement in the food biotechnology alongside regulatory and intellectual properties issues highlights the need for public education to enhance the acceptance of biotechnologically produced designer foods. This is another one important aspect, like there are huge um, uh, debates among the people whether we can go for biotechnological product or not, like BT, okay, BT products or not. Huge great debate is still going on. Many are accepting, many few are still not accepting that the consumption of that is not good for health at a due course of time. Such debates are keep going on. So how to overcome that? There should be some awareness program to be conducted by NGOs or government body or other organizations to create awareness among the population is one of the solution to overcome the challenges. What are all biofortified or fortified food products? Reduction in sorry, somebody is drawing on the screen. Okay, reduction in anemia by giving for iron the fortified food, prevention of neural tube defects, folic acid fortification will overcome this issue. Reduction in iodine deficiency by iodized salt, then improvement in vitamin A level, fortification of oil and margarine with vitamin A can be done. So whatever the micronutrients listed in this slide, almost all these micronutrients are fortified and are available in our regular staple food, okay, in India. This is again about the application of food fortification. We can do iodine could be fortified into salt, iron, folic acid, and zinc could be fortified into wheat as well as rice. Milk and dairy products could be fortified with vitamin D and calcium. Also, oil could be fortified with both vitamin D and calcium. Okay. So far, we have discussed about what is designer food and what are all the terminologies and what are all the ingredients to be selected and how to overcome certain micronutrient deficiency related diseases. Now we are going to discuss in detail about the techniques to be used for designer food development. What are the techniques are could be used for designer food development? The first technique is encapsulation. Under encapsulation, we have micro encapsulation and nano encapsulation. The second technique is 3D bioprinting. I have listed only two. Other than that, we have two more. Extrusion 3D printing, inkjet printing, and Another jet printing is also there. Then we have drying, spray drying and freeze drying. Other than spray drying and freeze drying, we can adopt other drying techniques like vacuum drying or tray drying. Then we have extrusion technology. It is not that only designer foods could be developed using only the listed techniques. You can technologies. You can adopt any suitable technology as per your objective of designer food development. Okay. So commonly used technologies are encapsulation, 3D printing, drying, and extrusion techniques. Let us discuss one after other. First, let us move to encapsulation. There are two types of encapsulation. Almost all of you may be knowing: micro encapsulation and nano encapsulation. Micro encapsulation is which will coat sensitive ingredients as a protective layer. This micro encapsulation could be done for omega-3 fatty acids, whereby the fatty acids stability will be extended. Also, which may prevent undesirable flavor and odor changes, whereby the functionality of the substance will be there. It is about micro encapsulation with an example. Nano encapsulation, we use advanced techniques to create tiny capsules. Before going into nano encapsulation technique, first thing is we need to convert our ingredient or the material. In general, we use the term material as in the nano form. That itself is a complete chemistry and biochemical and chemical activity. Okay, chemical science involved in this nano encapsulation technique. First and foremost step in nano encapsulation is converting your material as a nanoparticle or tiny capsules, whatever it may be. Then we can adopt appropriate encapsulating material. We can use them and we can do nano encapsulation, which will enable smarter food system with controlled release of targeted health benefits. It is the nano encapsulation has the advantage that it will release the substances, active substances or whatever we are intended will be released on the targeted system specifically. It is very expensive. Also, there are some regulatory challenges for nano encapsulation technique compared to micro encapsulation technique. Encapsulation techniques plays a crucial role in the development of designer foods by enhancing the stability, bioavailability, and effectiveness of bioactive compounds. Sorry. The next slide is about the difference between micro and nano encapsulation. What all different materials could be encapsulated by micro and nano encapsulation? You could see almost all vitamins and minerals, almost all vitamins are listed here. That could be encapsulated either by using nano encapsulation technique or micro encapsulation technique. As we know, if we are going for nano encapsulation, we have to convert the vitamin as a nano material. Then we can develop encapsulation, nano encapsulation, encapsulated product. The difference between nano encapsulation and micro encapsulation with respect to particle size, then nutrient protection. The protection and of nutrients from the degradation will be very high in case of nano encapsulation technique when compared to micro encapsulation technique. Also, the bioavailability of nano encapsulation is improved significantly through absorption. Whereas in micro encapsulation, the bioavailability improves but less effective than nano encapsulation. Release mechanism also very much effective and could be controlled and leads to sustainable release with respect to nano encapsulated materials when compared to micro encapsulation encapsulation technique. Then applications, it could be used for any vitamins. Then with respect to cost, generally it is very expensive when it comes to nano encapsulation technology adoption. At the same time, microencapsulation is more cost effective, ideal for mass food fortification. Nano encapsulation, you may be knowing that it is very tiny. So mass production is still a question mark. Whereas microencapsulation, mass food production is very much possible. This encapsulated materials cannot be taken as nano encapsulated materials cannot be taken as a main ingredient in any food product development. It may be, as the cost of production will be very high, we may not go with that. We have to select which material to be nano encapsulated. It should be could be your micronutrients, or it could be a bioactive substance. Even a smaller quantity will be in grams or nanoparticles will meet the requirement for that. But in the particular designer food, in such a way, we have to select the material for nano encapsulation for commercial application. There are certain examples for nano encapsulation technique. Nano emulsion, you all very well know that oil in water, beta carotene, alpha tocopherol nano emulsion based ice creams are available. Nanoparticles is another one encapsulation encapsulates. Then we have nano capsules from many bioactive compounds. Nanospheres, like from omega-3 fatty acids, whey protein nanospheres. Then cocoa and chocolate chewing gum with nano cocoa. Cocoa could be added in chocolates, chewing gum, and cocoa. Then nano lipozymes, lactoferrin, niacin, and enzymes, as well as some of the vitamins and antioxidants. Coenzyme Q10 could be produced as nano liposomes. Then nanotubes, alpha lactoglobulins has gelling agent. We are also used to deliver nutrients and flavor. Nanotubes could be used to deliver nutrients and flavors in a product, also in particular group of people. Nanofibers, vitamins, beta carotenes, antioxidants, and flavors. The next thing is, what are the application of nanotechnology in food industry? So many may be knowing, this is just for your refreshing nano aspect. Synthesis of nanoscale foods, functional foods, as well as nutraceuticals. Then food processing and ultrafiltration treatment of treatment for water. Nanomaterials and devices could be used. We can incorporate nanomaterials to enhance the flavor, aroma, texture, and shelf life of the products. Also, nanomaterials could be used in edible and smart packaging. Then we have nano sensors for food quality monitoring as well as assessment. Then nanotechnology in designer food. Nanotechnology in designer foods improves nutrient delivery, extends shelf life, and enhance flavor and texture. It offers precious control and targeted health benefits that includes major chronic disease prevention and control. It also facilitates the development of advanced food products through the use of nano emulsion and nano particles. Nanotechnology in designer foods involves using nanoscale materials and techniques to optimize food properties and the functionality, which will enhance the nutrient delivery. We know that the absorption and the bioavailability of nano materials are higher when compared to other counterpart. whereby it will be delivered on a specific targeted location. The next application or area is flavor and texture enhancement. Nano-sized particles can be used to control the release of flavors and improve the texture of food products, providing a better sensory experience. Chocolate salads, salad dressing, sauces, bakery products. You would have tasted chocolates, right? Slim, Cadbury Slim, and what is that? Bubbles, right? They are using some of the substances, nano materials, I hope so, to give a specific flavor in the delivery. When you take the piece of chocolate in your when you keep on your tongue, you can feel the difference that is commercially available. Then the next aspect is targeted health benefits. Nano encapsulation enables precise delivery of bioactives to specific areas in the digestive system, enhancing their effectiveness for targeted health. That is enhanced bioavailability, controlled release, as well as disease management is possible. Then the next applications are personalized nutrition with respect to genetic profiling, used to develop designer foods that are tailored to an individual's genetic profile and address genetic variations that affects nutrient metabolism or disease susceptibility. In the beginning of the presentation, I told that if you are developing a designer food for a specific people, the same formulation could not be used years together, right? Their metabolism and their susceptibility to the particular nutrients may vary. So this personalized nutrients using genetic profiling addresses that aspect also. Then adaptive food systems, it is nano-enabled food, smart food systems, which can adjust the nutrient release based on real-time feedback from the body, such as blood glucose level, to meet dynamic nutritional needs more effectively. This is another one important application. Nano emulsions. These are ultra fine dispersants of oil in water or water in oil that enhances the solubility and bioavailability of fat soluble vitamins and bioactive compounds. This technology allow for efficient incorporation of these nutrients into food, making them more accessible and effective. Nano emulsions for vitamins like A, D, E, K, or in the designer food are very predominant. Then next application is nanoparticles. Nanoparticles further enhances the delivery and absorption of nutrients by creating particles at the nanometer scale, which can penetrate cell membranes more easily than larger particles. Nanoparticles can be used to improve the smoothness and the consistency of the products, making them more appealing to consumers. This is with respect to nanoparticles. The next technology is 3D bioprinting in designer foods. It is also known as additive manufacturing or rapid prototype. It is a digital process involved in layer by layer construction of complex solid geometries, binding them together either by phase transition or chemical reactions, whereas printing foods allows producer to design and fabricate foods with customized shape, color, flavor, and tailored nutrients need. What is 3D bioprocessing in designer food? It is there will be layer by layer construction of the solid geometrics using appropriate ingredients. Many 3D bio printed designer foods are made up of powders. Sometime they are also in the form of gels. Let us have a detailed discussion on this. These are all the application of 3D printed food. Very specific with the personalized nutrition. 3D printed foods address personalized nutrients for athletes, patients, defense personnel, children, elderly people, also in space mission. Okay. what are the 3D printing techniques? Before going into 3D printing techniques, we need to know how the basic aspects of 3D printing, how it functions. From the figure, you can infer that there is a rotating motor, then mixture, rotating channels, then internal nozzle tip, heater. Then there is a printer plate being covered with ice water cooling. So what we need to do now, the mixture, what should be our end 3D printed product. We have to make gels of mixtures. We need to convert the ingredient as a gel or liquid material, homogenized mixture, which need to be fed into this rotating channel, where the rotor motor will rotate, whereby uniform mixing will be achieved. At the end of this rotor motor blending section, there will be heater. The heater will convert your mixture, gel mixture, as a product through that the gel will be placed, will be sprayed through nozzle in the printer plate, which has been covered with ice water or cooling. There will be cooling placed in a cooling area, whereby when the nozzle sprays on the printer plate, we will get appropriate shaped material because of the rotation. Okay, that is how we are obtaining 3D printed product. Designer food. We need to make a mixture. Okay, that is very important. This particular design setup is for gel. In the similar way, there are different techniques to be used for powdered materials and other products also. Extrusion, and in 3D printing techniques, we have extrusion based printing, binder jetting, inkjet printing, selective sintering. These are all four commonly used 3D printing techniques. Other than that, there are many developments coming in happening, which may occur. We may come to know soon. Okay, so the first one is extrusion. General concepts of extrusion 3D printing. First, we need to fix the 3D concept, food concept, then formulation of food ink, which is the food ink. We need to consider generally viscous liquid will be taken. We need to create a 3D model in software. After preparing the ingredient as a gel, we need to create a 3D model in a software. Then we need to define the printing parameters with respect to size, shape, and the volume, the temperature, printing speed, layer, height, nozzle, diameter, speed, everything. Then we have to insert food ink into the extruder. Then if you started printing, we will be getting a 3D product through this heating or freezing method. Then we have to check the texture profile of the product, whereby we will get the extruded 3D printed product. Extrusion based 3D food printing is the technology that builds edible structures layer by layer using food grade materials, enabling customized, complex and sustainable food designs. It offers personalized nutrition, innovative textures and functional foods by controlling ingredients and shapes. Though it is still emerging, it holds promise for new revolutions in food production and reducing waste. The next technology is inkjet printing. Sorry, binder jet printing. The liquid binder will be there. It will be passed through this binder jet on a powdered bed. Because of this movement, sorry. Binder jetting, 3D food printing uses a liquid binder to fuse layers of powdered food ingredients, creating intricate and customizable edible structure. It enables complex designs and unique textures without heat. Whereas in extrusion there is heat. This technique opens up new possibilities for innovative personalized food products. Examples are some of the pictures are given. The binder jet printed designer foods. We can get food in different aspects. Binding powdered food ingredients by using appropriate binding material, edible binding material. Sorry. Excuse me, 2 minutes. Inkjet printers in designer foods. Here, inkjet 3D printers printing for designer food uses edible inks to create detailed multi-layered designs with high precisions. It allows for customization in color, flavor, and nutrients, making it ideal for intricate decorations and personalized food products. This inkjet printing printer could be used for personalized food, decorated personalized food products for elderly people or kids. One picture is given. This we can make in this way. This technology enhances both the aesthetic and the functional aspects of the food. The fourth technology is on selective sintering in designer food. Selective sintering 3D printing for food uses heat source like a laser to fuse powdered food ingredients layer by layer, whereby creating solid edible structure. This method allows for creation of complex shapes and textures, offering potential for innovative food designs and personalized nutrients. This is particularly suited for making intricate, high protein and or nutrient dense food products. How to make this is selective sintering by hot air. This is by laser, and by using this selective sintering technique, designer technique, we could able to create a designer food in different 3D structures. So such products will be very much appealing for childrens and kids. Application of 3D printing in designer foods. It is one of the case study. Elderly people have a difficulty in swallowing. So in order to overcome that, they have developed a 3D food. They adopted 3D food printing technique, whereby they have customized the nutritional requirement, the texture with respect to elderly people's aesthetic requirement, also the attractive food shape, whereby they could able to deliver the 3D printed personalized food for elderly people, whereby they could able to enjoy the food at the, without any health issues, enjoy the complete nutrient dense food for their age without any adverse health effect. So this is one of the application. In the similar way, we can give a 3D food printed food for different age groups and a different group of people. The next thing is drying. It is very common technology adapted for designer food products. If you want to provide any designer food as a powder form, we can go for spray drying. All will be knowing like how the spray dryers are working. In the spray drying, we need to spray the food through a spray nozzle with appropriate inlet temperature and outlet temperature through this drying chamber. So when the droplets falls on the drying chamber, the water will be evaporated, whereby we will be collecting the powder at the bottom of collection chamber. There are even cyclone separators available. So it is very common technology for designer food development, which could be used very widely, and it has a wide application in the production of stable nutrient-rich powders like protein supplements and fortified milk. Um, these are all some of the application of spray drying technology in designer food. With respect to protein powders for athletes, fortified milk powders for children, and instant beverage mix for elderly people. As I told, if you are looking for any designer food as a powder, we can very well you can very well go for spray drying technology or freeze drying technology or any other drying technology. The next technology is freeze drying. Freeze drying, you may be knowing that drying happens at a sublimation temperature, low temperature, whereby the main advantage of freeze drying over spray drying is like we can retain the nutritive value as well as many of the sensory attributes, flavor, color, and other sensitive substances in the bioactive compounds also by freeze drying. So it is considered to be widely used drying technology for designer food development. But the capital investment and operating cost of freeze drying is comparatively higher than spray drying. The freeze dryer working will be like this. There will be a sample holding plate and a vacuum pump. Through vacuum pump, we can maintain vacuum at a lower temperature. There are condenser. When we keep the material inside the vacuum chamber, this low temperature at negative pressure will remove only the ice crystals. That is sublimation will happens, whereby the nutrients and other functional compounds in the food materials will be retained. So it is considered to be one of the effective technique for designer food development, which could be used for nutrient-dense snacks for children, develop then meal replacement for weight management, functional foods for elderly people. Extrusion techniques in designer food. Extrusion is a combination of high pressure and temperature, whereby we are making the product to pass through a small orifice, whereby we are getting the exact shape, where we can use this extrusion technology, which could be very well used for functional ingredients. Also for fortified cereal snacks, plant protein alternates with enhanced nutritional profiles tailored to specific population group. Extruded products are one of the favorite item food product category for children's and adults, right? So how it functions, you may be knowing, it is a single screw extruder. We need to feed the raw material through this feed hopper. This screw will rotate. There are different zones. First zone is conveying zone. This conveying zone will convey the ingredient to the mixing zone, where mixing of the ingredients will takes place. After mixing, the next zone is cooking zone, where high temperature will be applied, heat will be applied, whereby mixing and cooking takes place simultaneously. The next zone is high pressure zone. Here the pressure is built because of this narrow down of the barrel through small die. So this create inbuilt pressure. The shape create inbuilt pressure. This pressure, high pressure and high temperature leads to conversion of your powdered or wet material as in a fixed shape. Depending upon the dye, whatever dye we are using, we will get appropriate shaped extruded products. It is one of the promising technique with respect to designer food development. Now many are working on this, especially in plant-based meat alternates like meat analog and fish analog and many other such plant protein alternate food product developments. So this is how it functions. Sorry. Application of extrusion in designer foods. We have fortified rice kernels as we were taking it in India. Then high fiber cereal bars. Then extruded infant cereals. Like your Chacos, and there are so many brands, commercially available brands. Plant-based meat alternates. Then gluten-free pasta for people those who are suffering from celiac disease, gluten intolerance. So some of the examples of designer foods. What are all the micro and macro nutrients or substances we are indebted? The designer food and the health benefits. Omega-3 fatty acid. Omega-3 fatty acid enriched egg oil and milk. You may be aware of that. The management of cardiovascular disease, autoimmune, immunity, neurological diseases, mental health, then other cognitive related function related diseases. Then conjugated linoleic acid, selenium, selenium enriched egg, broccoli and milk, which will prevent cardiac muscle degeneration, reduces risk and the prevalence of prostate and colon cancer. Also, it is for its rich antioxidant activity. Then we have probiotics. There are many such micro and macro nutrients which could be used. Vitamin D and calcium, which designer food is fortified milk, which is commercially available. Then which will reduce the vitamin D deficiency related the issues, as well as rickets, the calcium deficiency related issues. Then micronutrients, fortified milk, salt fortified with iodine, iron and vitamin A. Then DHA, DHA is a very promising substance, micronutrient in infants and in toddler food, as well as they started adding DHA even in pregnant and lactating women's special foods also. Then phytosterols, folic acids and vitamins. These are all some of the vitamins and minerals which are commonly incorporated in designer food for specific health benefits. So what are all the benefits of designer foods? Which will improve nutrients, directly addresses micronutrient deficiency, health outcome, can leads to reduce incidence of chronic diseases, enhanced cognitive functions, particularly with omega-3 fatty acids and other nutrients, can support the brain health, economic growth, potential to drive innovative and growth in the food and agriculture sectors. Convenience, designer foods generally are convenient food by the changing lifestyle. People are looking for convenient food that could be addressed by designer foods. Then addressing food security, since it addresses hidden hunger, also micronutrient deficiencies. It addresses food security. Then support SDGs, that is Sustainable Development Goals, directly contributes to achieve SDG 2 and other related goals. Okay. With this, the presentation is over. Now, I could take another 5 minutes to brief about why I am interested in this topic, what I am working, okay, about my work. Currently, designer food development for specific group of people is one of my research area. So far, we have come out with many technology designer food products developed technically. Some were even uh, uh, did some scientific studies also. It is one category, infant foods. Infant foods with finger millet and banana, then black rice and sweet potato, walnut, all are fortified. Okay, all these foods are fortified. Only infant foods are fortified with micronutrients. My strong belief is that only with natural ingredients we may not develop designer food to meet the specific group's requirement. That is my strong belief with respect to micronutrient deficiency, to address malnourishment related to micronutrients. So I have developed a product for infants from 6 months to 12 months age group, using different ingredients along with fortification. One of the product is even quinoa, carrot, and almond with micronutrients and probiotics to improve the gut health of the infants. Then next category is plant-based snacks for children. Under this, in this category, I have developed some. This is one of the traditional snack, sprouted legumes coated with spices, 100% oil free, complete protein rich snack. Then expanded snacks with um, millets. Then fortified millet wafer roll with the spread. Here, the wafer being developed using sprouted cereals and millets, whereas the spread is produced by using hazelnut uh, oil, choco, chocolate, and other micronutrients to meet the requirement of toddlers. Okay, the nutritional requirement of toddlers. Then there are few more products, plant-based meat and dairy analogs. This is a frozen meat analog from pulses. Then dehydrated meat analog from pulses. Then we have, as a team, we have developed a plant-based milk powder with micronutrients. This plant-based milk powder with micronutrients, also this kova, okay, plant-based milk kova with micronutrients. Both will meet, will fulfill the designer food category in two aspects. One is it is plant-based one, and the second aspect is this plant-based milk alternate could be given for a specific group of people. Particularly, I am targeting people who are having infertility issues. Then fortified infertility products, fortified green gummy, then spray dried citrus fruit juices, pasta using broccoli seeds and whole wheat along with the micronutrients. Then dark chocolate fortified with CoQ10 and nuts. These are all for infertility group of people. People those who are plan to conceive or to have kids. Then another category and some more products are designer food for immunity boosting. This is powder obtained. Here I have listed only one product. Other than that, I have few more products in this category, like fortified milkshake powder with oleoresins and probiotics. Also added vitamin C and from natural ingredients. Then this product is regular health substance for regular activity. Okay. Then this is a smoothie from papaya and avocado added with the micronutrients. In these two products, we have used other than drying or blending technique, we have also used non-thermal preservation techniques to retain the micronutrients. These are all some other products. These two are my PhD work, outcome of my PhD work, dehydrated amla pieces with the spices. functional bread using amla residue. And this is the product which will reduce the stress. Also intended to address people, those who are suffering from migraine. Okay. So these are some of the designer foods which we have developed so far. Some are filed, some of the products being filed in patent and some are in pipeline. There are some papers being published and a few are accepted, still going on. So I would like to introduce my research team. Many were working. I could able to get only photos from these people. These two were working on infertility. Two of the products being developed by them. All are my Master of Technology students. These two were working on plant-based um, protein alternate. She worked on a dairy and she worked on sprouted snack. And these two were developed. They were developed the infant food. Then Steffi and Steffi, Darshini, Gugan, Shivakumaran, they were working on the Darshini, Gugan and Shivakumaran did their work on the immunity related products. And Safrina, Kavya were working on worked on infant food. Divyadarshini and Jayapriya on protein, plant protein. Charishma and Shiny were working on infertility related products. So these are some of the references. Thank you. Any queries? So this is this quote I would like to present at the end of my slide. The doctor of the future will no longer treat the human frame with the drugs, but rather will cure and prevent disease with nutrition. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you so
Questions?
much, ma'am. Indeed, a very fruitful and very informative session. Thank you for explaining us the topic in such a crisp and detailed way. And I'm sure the students have greatly benefited from the session. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Uh,
Thank you.
We have a few questions in the chat box, ma'am. I would like to read them for you, if that's okay.
Yeah.
Yes. First is, ma'am, can designer foods be developed to improve mental health or moods?
Maintain health, sir?
Mental health or to get people in a good mood, can designer foods be developed for
Yeah.
such a reason?
Yeah. Yeah. It is possible. It is possible.
Second is, ma'am, what are the latest technologies which have been employed in making designer food products from a perspective that can easily be scaled in a developing country like India?
According to my opinion, and so far I have worked in the industry and R&D, drying will be more appropriate, but we cannot use drying for all the products. So it is more appropriate in the scalable manner. We can upscale it to the next level. Next to drying will be extrusion.
Okay,
Yes.
thank you, ma'am. Next question, ma'am, is you mentioned about using biotechnology for designer milk or GMOs to make
Mm.
designer foods. However, the public perception is quite cautious about GMOs and modified foods. So, other than awareness campaigns, how can we pitch these designer foods to consumers and make them try it?
Other than, first of all, consumers should know what they need to eat, right? Awareness is the correct solution. Then you can promote your product through advertisements and other thing, pamphlets and all. You can like, this is good, that is good. Yeah, that could be done. Awareness is one thing which is more is the need of the hour for designer food. Also, we need to create a clear awareness. Clarity in the campaign is very important. In that way, we can achieve it.
Absolutely, ma'am. True. So true. One of the last questions, ma'am.
Yeah.
Are there, from a regulatory compliance point of view, are there any micronutrient, macronutrient cappings for a base food so that we can label it as designer food?
As such, I have shared the FSSA regulation, right? In the
Yes.
FSSA regulation, they have mentioned about medicinal food, nutraceutical, and all, but there is no specific designer food. If it is micronutrients, we can use the fortification logo in the label, whereby it is been very much. We can say that it is fortified with a particular micronutrients. It is possible. There is no specific regulation for designer food, according to my understanding in FSSA. Exact designer food term was not there in the regulation. Yeah.
Got it, ma'am. Absolutely. Thank you so much, ma'am, once again. And
Thank
I
you.
would
Thank
like
you.
to once again request Ashish Sabhade sir to propose a formal vote of thanks.
Thank you.
Ashish sir, over to you.
Yeah, sorry. So I hope all of you enjoyed the session very nicely, and I would like to. It's my privilege to extend our heartfelt thanks to ma'am for her enlightening and thorough provoking session on the topic of designer food development for specific group of people. Thank you so much, ma'am, for your
Thank you, sir.
time and your efforts for this presentation. Thank you so much. Thank you, all of
Thank
you.
you. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, sir.
I've also posted the feedback link in the chat box. Please make sure that everyone fills it so that we are able to mark your attendance in the meeting. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you.